It is that time of year again, where the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Yes, welcome home, Disney adults. It is Christmas. It is December. The tree is up. It has been up since November the 1st. Y'all have not seen it yet because I have bulk recorded, but it's here. It's been here. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm not lying to you. I would never do that. That is not my jam. I would never say anything wrong. I would never lie because I am a true-hearted people person. Scouts on it. But yeah, today we are reviewing another movie here for y'all. I've got my Christmas shirt on here. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. I've recently watched a few Christmas movies, and one of them I want to talk about today. I don't feel like I've never watched before. I've never seen any like reviews pop up of this. It is Noelle from 2019, starring Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader. Two fantastic celebrities and actors, actresses. Anna Kendrick, of course, famous for Twilight series, Pitch Perfect, among so many other things. And Bill Hader, famous for, I believe, Saturday Night Live, comedy stuff, all that kind of stuff. I've seen Bill Hader in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've seen him in some other things over the years. But this movie was it any good? Today we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you my thoughts. And again, don't take it to heart. Don't be like, this movie is absolute garbage. Go and watch it for yourself. Have your own opinion. Don't take my words for all it's worth. It's worth a couple of pennies. It is what it is. But anyhow, I'm rambling. I'm a rambling man. We're going to be talking about Noelle. So let's dive into it. Let's get into it. Let's go. So, like I've mentioned, this is the first time that I've watched this movie. It came out in 2019, and it's a Disney Plus original. Now, it launched, I believe, with Disney Plus. This was like one of the first things they announced when, Disney Plus are going to have their own original catalogue along with all of your Disney favourites from years past. You know what's still not on there? House of Mouse. But we're not going to get into that. We're not going to talk about that. We're talking about Noelle, which stars Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader, like I've mentioned. Bill Hader is playing a character called Nick Kringle, who is meant to be taking over Santa's duties, or Kris Kringle, as it were. He gets cold feet and he moves to no other place than Phoenix, Arizona, with what was supposed to be a weekend away, suggested by Noelle. And then that turns into months, and he becomes some hippie yoga instructor. And Christmas is looming. Christmas is looming. So what happens? Christmas is in a dire situation. The kids all around the world are not going to get toys. What are we going to do? Noelle. She goes to Phoenix, Arizona to try and find her brother. Now, this is the main plot of the story. It is a very A plot. This is the A plot. The B plot is back at the North Pole. Now, one of the cousins is anointed to be the new Santa because it has to be a male, apparently. That's how they've done it for thousands of years, and it has to be a male. Now, this man is called Gabe. He is the cousin to Noelle and Nick. He is, another part of the family. He's a cousin. And he runs like the tech department. He's running all the numbers, crunching them all, making sure Santa's sleigh is running tip-top, smooth. He wants to make it all streamlined. He wants to make it all online. He makes this algorithm that only says there's only 2,000 children that are actually good in the whole world. And he's going to airdrop them Amazon packages via drones. That's his That's his idea. He's the villain, quote unquote. Villain is a very loose term. He just wants to run things his own way. He's very much a Disney Channel original movie kind of villain. And the more I speak about this and the more the cogs are turning a little bit, it does remind me very much of a DCOM, a Disney Channel original movie. Christmas is right around the corner, so Noelle goes to Phoenix, tries and fixes her mistakes, finds Nick, but she's struggling. She hires a private investigator, and for the life of me, I cannot think of his name. I think his name was Alex. That might have been the name of his kid, who, you know, first Christmas apart from his wife or something. I don't know. It was, again, this was like a minor story in the A plot. I wasn't paying much attention to that. I'm going to get back to it. So Noelle finds Nick, and then she wants him to come to North Pole. She begs him. She tries and gets him to come back. They get into a sibling squabble, and to no avail. Nick is like, no, I'm staying here. Yoga is my life now. Like, Yoga's sick, bruv. I don't want to go back to the cold. The North Pole sucks. And yeah, so he doesn't want to do it. And rightly so. And I've not mentioned this, but Nick is bad at trying to like be Santa. There's like all these trainings that he's trying to go through at the beginning of the movie, and he's just awful at them. He's really, really bad. Like, he's sterile. He can't do any of it right. He can't ride the sleigh. He can't, fit down the chimneys. He doesn't want to do it. And I think one of the messages of this is like, believe in yourself to achieve what you want. I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of like reading into it too much, but I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Anyhow, let's get back to it. She finds him, sibling squabble, and then she receives a letter from her mother, who's up at the North Pole, telling her the situation with Gabe and all the Amazon Prime Black Friday deal, Christmas deal, Boxing Day deal, extravaganza kind of crap that's going on up there. And Noelle goes and tells Nick. She finds him at this silent yoga meditation thing, and she's like, yo, bro, we've got to go save the pole, you know what I mean? We've got to ride it home. We've got to go and stop Gabe. He wants to digitize everything. The magic of Christmas is going to disappear as we know it. Do you want that? And Nick's like, nah, fam, we don't want that. So they try and find the way back to North Pole. They get the way back to North Pole. He agrees to come back and help, and they go back to North Pole. Now, before that, Noelle has some secret gifts that are sprinkled in between the videos, in between the movie. She has all of like Santa's magic abilities of like being able to listen to children's thoughts and being able to tell when they're upset and all that kind of stuff, and being able to be the Santa kind of like entity of like, Santa knows exactly what you want, when you want it, and how you want it. Nick does not have that ability. Now, there was like a mall Santa kind of like gig where like a mall Santa comes in and comes sits and like, oh, what do you want for Christmas? Blah, 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 blah. And then so Nick and Noelle hijack this, and then we get Noelle looking at, telling Nick what she wants. She can hear all of these different children's thoughts. She can understand all of these accents and not accents, but like languages and all that kind of stuff. So like, this is what I want, blah, 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 blah. And then one of them comes up and like, why did you send me an email? Into which Nick replies, I don't know anything about that. And this is the doing of Gabe. He sent like a worldwide email to like all the kids who are not on the nice list, to try again next year to try and get on it. The mall Santa rocks up. He's like, yo, what are you doing? You've jacked my space. And he's like, nah, we're doing this. Noelle ends up like sucker punching the dude, kicking a cop in the leg, and gets arrested and under psychiatric help because no one believes that she's from the North Pole, because up to this point it's been quote unquote a secret to everyone around. They just believe she's cuckoo bananas. Like, they believe that she is not right in the head. And so they send her to hospital to get some help with like a therapist and all that kind of stuff. She gets arrested. It's a whole thing. The escape, essentially. Nick and the dude, the private investigator guy, who is largely involved in this. He just, he's very involved with the whole process. Picks up Noelle from the window. She jumps in. They ride back to. They drop off the dude. Go back home to North Pole, and yeah, they save Christmas. They save Christmas. But how? How did they save Christmas? You may ask. Well, here's the kicker. And I think this was a plot that I didn't see this coming. I thought it was like, right, well, we'll train Nick around the clock, like as soon as he gets back. We'll have whoever do it this year, blah blah blah, and we'll solve it for next year. But no, that's not what happened. Noelle, Anna Kendrick, became Santa Claus. She became the first female Santa Claus, which is pretty cool. So, feminism for the win, girl power, all that kind of stuff. It great. Like that was a twist that I did not see coming, realistically. And I was like, yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad that they did that. Because like I said, I didn't see it coming. But Noelle becomes Santa. At first she's kind of bad at it until she gets the knack for it, and then the suit fits and it becomes like more to her style and all that kind of stuff. She's saving Christmas all around the world. She's done it. She's delivered all the presents around the world in record time. And that's pretty much it. Like, am I missing some details? Yeah, probably. Did I enjoy the movie? Yeah, I mean, it's a Christmas movie that was made. I'm nothing to write home about. It was very cheesy. Like I say, it was very much a decom, very much a Disney Channel original movie. Now that I'm thinking more on it, as like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. For a rating wise, I mean, it's nothing to write home about. Yeah, it's a little goofy. Yeah, it's a little cheesy. There was a couple of funny parts in there. It's deemed a comedy, which I'm not entirely sure about. I didn't laugh much at this, and I'm a big fan of comedy, like movies and shows in general. Maybe the jokes weren't just hitting me, but like it could for somebody else. It held my attention for the most part, but realistically, I think that was just for Anna Kendrick. Because I love her as an actor. I love her as an actress. She's fantastic in everything she does. She goes 110%, and this was no different here. So it wasn't her performance. It wasn't necessarily the writing. It wasn't necessarily the cast. Like, the cast were great. The writing was pretty good. It just didn't do a lot for me. I've watched so many better Christmas movies, one of being The Santa Claus, Muppets Christmas Carol, It's a Wonderful Life, all of those fantastic movies that you all know and love at Christmas time. I don't think this is a classic. Realistically, I don't think it is. It was a lot of fun. It was fine. But for that reason of it being just okay, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. Yeah, it's not the worst movie I've seen. I've seen plenty of bad movies. But yeah, it would, like I say, it reminded me of kind of like a decom. And I've wrote in my notes as well, kind of like a Hallmark movie, which kind of, there's no romance in it. Usually with a Hallmark, it's like big city girl moves to small hometown, falls in love with ex-man who she used to go to school with, who comes into like a big hunky dude, and they don't go back to their big old corporate job because they're happy with what they have here in the little countryside. And yeah, fine, that's all good and well, but there was no romance in Noelle. It was more so, Noelle is specifically here to save Christmas. Realistically, I thought there was going to be a little bit of romance in it between her and the private investigator, dude. But there wasn't anything. It was just they kept in contact, they became friends, and all that kind of stuff. So realistically, I'm kind of glad they took a break on that and was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. We don't need romance in this movie, which is all good and well. I'm happy that they did that. Would I recommend it? It's up to you. If you want to watch something with your kids or you just want to watch something different, give it a go. Realistically, for me, it's not something I will probably watch again. If it's on, sure. If someone's watching it, I'm like, yeah, oh, Noelle, yeah, fair. But it's not something I'm going to go out of my way because there is so many better Christmas movies out there on Disney Plus and like Netflix and all that kind of stuff that I can just access that are 1,000 times better. If you do want to check out any more of my videos, especially movie reviews, please do so. They are in the top right for you. Is it going to be that way or that way? It's going to be one of the ways. It's going to be in the top right for you. And if you want a specific Christmas movie that I talked about last year, the Santa Claus will be on the end card for y'all. The Santa Claus review will be there as well. Feel free to check that out. That is my all-time favorite Christmas movie. Yeah, I love that. I love that. It's absolutely fantastic. We've got trivia on the 13th of December. So this Friday coming, I believe. This Friday coming, as this video is out, it's out Monday. Friday the 13th. Spooky. We've got a Christmas-themed trivia. It's been revamped. It's been redone. I think it's quite good. Again, it is nothing compared to the one that we do over on Signs of Immunity, which is What's This? That is a buttload of fun. But, you know, those guys over there, not including myself, are phenomenal with what they do with the coding. They literally make it from scratch. They code it and everything. Jason and Steve and all that, and Shaz literally code the game, create the questions. I just give a helping hand with a little artistic flair every so now and then. But yeah, that's everything, man. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if I do see you on Friday for the live trivia, please come and do so. If not, feel free to check out some other videos on the channel. That's everything. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you have had a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Until then, peace.